I have another case here. We've got a very deteriorated hoof capsule up by the toe and a lot of heel. So we're going to try and correct a lot of things here. Because there's no thickness to the wall, it just flares straight out. We'll clean up the sole and knock some of this heel off. Got a lot of heel for a thoroughbred racehorse. He actually is carrying a 3-inch heel. I very rarely see anything like that. Anyway, you can see I dressed them down. I'm going to try and get a better angle on them. I'll build some toe on them. This is the other foot. You can see how the shoe looks like it's kind of set short. We're at the end of a shoeing cycle, so it's hard to say how it was in the beginning. As I say, these are Hanton shoes. It's a type of glue-on, and they're actually put a whole package on this horse. They put in the pores in that to support the frog and the sole, and it just is exactly what it does. Supports the whole hoof capsule. Now, when we pull everything off, he's got a beautiful wall in the heel, and the walls up around the toe are all shot. This is a good foot, and that's odd. They usually don't have that kind of wall back in the heel area. So we're gonna glue on a shoe. I'm gonna build it out. That's just showing how we build it out, but I'll also set it back, bring my toe back so they break over a little easier, and set the shoe back farther to support the bulb in the back. We glued on a size 2 Elite. Hardly ever use things that big on the thoroughbred. But this is the shoe we're going to glue on. It's got red and blacks. The black is very soft compared to the red. The red is firm in case you want to nail them. The other black material on the inside is butyl tape. Stays very soft, keeps the glue off the sole, and that's where a lot of things go south with glue-ons, just sole pressure. Anyway, this shows how much concussion these pads can absorb and how much it allows a hoof capsule to expand. This is a shoe that actually came off. We were at the hoof care summit, and some guy, we had this sitting there, and he stuck his thumb in there and he started pushing on it. I never realized how much they moved until he did it, so he did us a huge favor. Anyway, now we're gonna kind of go after the bad foot. This is a shoe that actually came off of them before, so they rebuilt the wall, it looks like, and then glued a shoe on, have the same whole package underneath to support the hoof structure. You can see he's got some wall on the front there that actually peeled off, which meant there was still some fungus on the hoof when they covered it up. And that usually doesn't work out well. And the way I make sure I get all that, I'll paint them with Thrush Buster. So before I'll paint them with Thrush Buster, I'll strip them, as you see here. And you see some spots at the bottom where there's still flaky and whatnot. And that's the beauty of Thrush Buster. It'll penetrate in those areas. When you come back, clean it up, they'll clean up perfect. The wall looks pretty healthy, actually. The glue will lock right on. I would use bluestone now, copper sulfate in my glue, and it really helps to adhere, but I'm just building a hoof capsule before I glue a shoe on. Now you can see the other shoe's already glued on. The foot looks much, much bigger, but that's a size 2 Elite, and you can see my heels are pretty well matched up. I've got my toes set out a little bit, much more natural angle to them, and you know, as time goes, that the wall that I built there just grows down with the hoof capsule or with the hoof wall, and you just keep trimming it off the bottom. In the end, you'll have a very normal foot. I reshod this horse a few times. We never really had any problem with him after we set him up like this. He just went on and worked out well. Anyway, if you ever want to try those shoes, just get a hold of us at Tender Hoof Solutions, and thank you.